First question is, do you believe that climate change is man-made?
I definitely believe that man has played a significant role in it, yeah.
Now, do you believe that climate change is man-made?
I feel like it could be possible, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we could play a role in it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe that climate change is man-made?
I believe that a great portion of it is man-made and that we have to do something.
And one of the concepts would be to have mandatory forced closings on Sunday so that not only could families spend time together, but that it would actually also lower greenhouse gases. Would you support something like that?
Yeah, I guess I would. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would.
It's coming.
Let me ask you a question. Would you support a law that mandated that all factories and businesses and shopping centers and things like that be closed one day a week to reduce greenhouse gases around the world?
I think I would have to know more of the details of it, but that certainly sounds like a good idea to me. I'm in favor of reducing climate change. So,
would you feel comfortable that it would be that a law would be put in place making it the law of the land that this was mandatory?
Would I feel comfortable? I guess, yeah. If it's gonna help the climate change, then yeah, of course I'd be okay with it.
And would you support it if it was compulsory? In other words, if they mandated that everybody had to do it?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So even if it went against, say, their religious conscience, they would still have to abide by it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I think the environment is more important.
I think that in terms of laws with fines, yeah, I think that some monetary penalty might be useful to enforce that.
If the Pope pushed for a one day of the week, Sunday, to have a mandatory closure, would you be in support of that?
On a Sunday? Sure, most businesses are closed anyway on a Sunday, so that would be the natural day that you would target if you were going to go down that path.
Yeah.
So if a decision was made to have all the pollution factories and all this kind of stuff shut down one day a week, what day of the week would you choose?
Definitely Sunday, I think. Sunday.
Now, if the thought was put out there that one day a week would be selected to let the land rest or let the environment rest, which is in the Pope's encyclical, what day of the week do you think that would be?
I would hope for Sunday.
If you were going to pick a day when everything would have to be closed to lower greenhouse emissions, what day would it be?
Sunday?
A 1 day a week of rest for the environment, what day do you think would be chosen?
Well, I think the natural choice would probably be Sunday.
And then I would say, okay, so you would support then what would be known as like a Sunday law or a Sunday closing law. And they would be like, yeah, a Sunday law. And then sometimes we would ask the question like, well, so the Pope, if he's recommending this, who would stand to be benefited the most by having a Sunday law? And they would think about it for a second, and they would say, the church. And I would say, oh, yes. So do you see why the Pope would want a law like this to be put in place? And then the dots would start getting connected, and they would kind of wake up and be like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Never thought about that before.